All right, hello everybody. If you can't tell, my last video was interrupted by someone walking in, so I had to cut it off. So this is the continuation of that video, and I was speaking about um, the work motivation cycle. So I'm not sure where I stopped, but I would say I think I'd like to round up with this that or maybe I should just even go more in depth into it because there's a lot of sciencey stuff about dopamine and motivation, and I won't go into it because I don't have the resources to as proof, right? But the way it works is that by doing something hard, both biologically and mentally, you're convincing yourself that you're capable of doing more work, right? So that inhibition that you experience, especially if you're a laid back or phlegmatic person, is the inhibition that you feel towards doing work or starting things, right? But once you break that barrier, even if you're not doing what you actually want to do yet, right? Even though you're doing something else that is not related to that task, but it's still hard or takes mental effort to do, you're giving yourself the necessary boost or motivation. Now, for example, you wake up and what let's say you want to build a habit of meditating every morning, right? But when you wake up, you feel let me just keep sleeping, right? So instead of taking that route, you can stand up, then maybe take a cold shower, or stand up and stretch, like do like 15 minutes of stretches, or write a to-do list for the day. Just something that takes mental effort, right, and concentration. So when you break past that initial stage, of reluctance, you can now enter into the flow where you actually do the things that you plan to do, right? And that's for when you're lacking motivation, right? So when you're motivated, it's easier for you to do work. So whenever you find yourself being motivated, it's paramount that you maximize that time, right? Because motivation will not always be there. Motivation comes, it's like a wave. It comes, then it goes. It comes, and it goes. I can remember about 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I was on fire. I was crushing my to-do list. I was getting like 80%, 100% most times on my to-do list. And then yesterday was yesterday I did almost nothing, and I realized because my motivation really dropped yesterday, and what kept me going yesterday was just principles, right? It was just this principle in particular, getting some work done, right? So by doing one task, I was able to do another task. I didn't actually go too far yesterday, to be honest, but at least this morning I woke up with a bit more motivation to push ahead again, right? So just take this advice, right? That whenever you are finding it hard to have motivation to work, do some work and get motivation. Whenever you are motivated, maximize the motivation that you have to do as much work as possible. So that when the motivation goes back, it's not a struggle for you to come back and do some work, right? So I think that's all. Have a great day.